Hello, high level listeners. Today we're going to help you with some new English vocabulary by talking about your emotions in English. Not just I'm happy, I'm sad, but sharing the real, more complicated ups and downs of everyday life.
Yeah, because in real conversations, people talk about feeling stressed or overwhelmed, disappointed, relieved, hopeful, or even just a bit fed up.
Exactly. And when you can explain how you really feel, your English sounds more personal, natural, and connected.
Yes, and if you want to keep building your real life vocabulary all year long, you can check out My Year of English Vocabulary. It's our ebook with over 100 different topics, 2,400 naturally spoken words or phrases. So you could study 200 new vocabulary words and phrases a month for an entire year. Or you could take everything at your own pace. You can find the link to that in the description below. Okay, so like usual, we've prepared two stories. Kat will talk about her feelings, and then I'll talk about mine. We'll hear Kat's story first. How have you been feeling this week, Kat?
Honestly, can I vent a little? This week started off pretty rough. I had a lot on my plate, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. One small thing went wrong, and I nearly lost it. But instead of bottling everything up, I talked it through with a friend, took a breather, and gave myself a little grace. By the weekend, I felt lighter, more grounded, and actually proud of myself for getting through it. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been feeling this week, Mark?
To be honest, I've been a bit all over the place. Nothing major has happened, but lots of little things have been getting under my skin. Work's been dragging on, the weather's been miserable, and I've just been feeling a bit run down. I know I'm probably just whinging, but I'm just a bit fed up. I need to get off my chest and have a proper reset. I'm hoping a quiet weekend and a decent night's sleep will sort me out.
All right, so you heard both stories side by side. Now, what we're going to do is go through each story line by line. Now, we'll have a whole conversation with my side of the story and a whole conversation with Mark's side of the story. This is a really good time for you to shadow, which means that you try to say the same thing that we say at the same time. It's working on your speed, your pronunciation, your intonation. So making sure that you go up with your words or down with your words. And it's a really great way to speak out loud, which is really important for improving your speaking skills. So let's get started with my side.
So, how's your week been, Kat?
Honestly, can I vent a little? This week started off pretty rough. Honestly, can I vent a little? This week started off pretty rough. Okay, so honestly, can I vent a little? There are two really good words in English that usually, if you're full of emotions, that we often use. Can I vent? Vent. Now, you might have heard this word before. It's when air comes in and out. And if I want to vent, I just need to get the bad feelings out. All right. So sometimes it's anger. Sometimes I'm mad. Sometimes I'm frustrated. Sometimes I want to share something deeper than a normal, like, yeah, my week's good. Like, actually, can I vent a little? I actually have some deep, deep feelings in here and I need to share them. So, can I vent a little? This week started off pretty rough. This week started off pretty rough. So, I could say started pretty rough, but started off. And it kind of is like in a race, people say, oh, and they're off, so it started off. It started off like the moment I started the week, ugh, it was pretty rough. So, pretty rough. Rough, rough. And it means it was difficult. My day was difficult. My week was difficult. And it was rough. It was rough. It was not smooth. It was not easygoing. It was rough. So, honestly, can I vent a little? This week started off pretty rough.
I know. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I had a lot on my plate, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. One small thing went wrong, and I nearly lost it. Yeah, I had a lot on my plate, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. One small thing went wrong, and I nearly lost it. So, that first phrase, I had a lot on my plate. Now, we don't just mean food for dinner on your dinner plate, but I had a lot on my plate. This is a way to say that I was very, very busy. Now, this could be a neutral phrase. It could be in a good way. Yeah, I have a lot on my plate this week. I'm very busy. Just like the word busy can be kind of neutral, it could be a good thing if you like being busy, or it can be a bad thing if you don't like being that busy. I had a lot on my plate, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. So when we use the word by, we mean at the moment of Wednesday. So by Wednesday, so that means at Wednesday, but we don't really say at Wednesday. We say by Wednesday, started Monday, Tuesday, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Okay, feels like too much stuff. Overwhelmed. So if you are overwhelmed with something, this starts to get negative. This is when the stress rises. This is when you feel more uncomfortable. Lots of people are talking to you. Lots of things need to be done. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. One small thing went wrong and I nearly lost it. Okay, so if you lose it, you get angry. Okay. And if you have lost it completely, you are super mad, super angry. So you're going to go a little crazy. So one small thing went wrong. It went wrong. It's going wrong. One small thing went wrong and I nearly lost it. Maybe I felt the anger bubbling up all the way and I almost yelled. I almost went crazy. I almost you screamed. I nearly, meaning almost. I didn't lose it. I nearly lost it. So I had a lot on my plate, and by Wednesday, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. One small thing went wrong, and I nearly lost it.
Yeah, I've been there. It's hard to keep you cool when you're under so much stress.
Yeah. But, instead of bottling everything up, I talked it through with a friend, took a breather, and gave myself a little grace. But instead of bottling everything up, I talked it through with a friend, took a breather, and gave myself a little grace. So, bottling in up, bottling everything up. Now, it's just like a bottle, and you have gas inside the bottle, and you just close the bottle and you just leave it, but there's still bubbles in there. There's still some problems in there. So if you bottle something up, you don't share it. You just say, no, it's okay. And then the next thing that makes you mad or upset, no, I don't want to talk about it. It'll go away. It'll go away. This is bottling things up. This is bottling up your emotions. This is bottling everything up. And it can be a problem because if you bottle it up too long, you might have an explosion, right? So instead of bottling everything up, so I didn't do that, I talked it through with a friend. So instead of this, no, I did this. I talked it through. When you talk something through, you go a little bit deeper. You could just say, yeah, I'm mad. Well, I'm mad because of this and this and this. Oh, actually, I think I'm mad because of all of this. You're sharing more. You're talking it through. Oh, why was I? Well, I guess because of this. You're logically thinking about it. You're telling your friend more about it. If there's a discussion, we're really talking it through. I talked it through with a friend, took a breather. Taking a breather can sometimes just mean I'm taking a break. Or it can literally mean I need to calm myself down with some breathing, right? Hi, I'm just going to take a breather for a second. I'm a little stressed and I need a break. I need to take a moment to myself. And then I gave myself a little grace. If you give yourself grace, or if you give yourself your friend a little grace, that means that you forgive them. You forgive yourself. I was angry. I was mad. Oh, I can't believe I was angry. I was mad. No, no, no. Don't be mad. Just forgive yourself. So I gave my friend a little grace. I gave myself a little grace. I forgive them. I forgive myself. But instead of bottling everything up, I talked it through with a friend, took a breather, and gave myself a little grace.
Okay, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, Yeah, by the weekend, I felt lighter, more grounded, and actually proud of myself for getting through it. Anyway, enough about me. Yeah, by the weekend, I felt lighter, more grounded, and actually proud of myself for getting through it. Anyway, enough about me. Okay, so like we said, by Wednesday, by the weekend. So that means at the moment of the weekend. Okay, so over time and by or before, right before, by the weekend, I felt lighter, more grounded. Sometimes we say that you feel heavy with all that stress, all of those emotions, all of those deep feelings. But I talked it through with a friend and I felt lighter, more grounded. Sometimes when you feel a little crazy, you feel like your mind and your body are up in the clouds and you don't feel you don't feel that confidence, and that feeling of being grounded feels that you are confident, you're feeling good, and I'm grounded. So I felt lighter, I felt more grounded. So my feet are on the ground, not floating up in the air, and actually proud of myself for getting through it. So all this stress, all these feelings, and I'm proud of myself for getting through it. So we talked through it and we got through it, meaning, it was difficult, it was hard, but we got through it. We successfully got through the week. We got through this difficult time. So I'm proud of myself for getting through it. Anyway, enough about me. This is a good way to end and just say, oh, I've been talking too much. I'm so sorry. Enough about me. And then we would move on to talking about your other friend. So by the weekend, I felt lighter, more grounded, and actually proud of myself for getting through it. Anyway, enough about me. Mark, how are you feeling about this week?
To be honest, I've been a bit all over the place. To be honest, I've been a bit all over the place. So if your friend says, to be honest, you're probably going to hear some bad news, or you're going to hear about a sad story or a difficult time. Usually it's like, how's your week been? Oh yeah, fine. But if your friend says, well, to be honest, you should get ready to listen to them, because they're probably going to complain or vent or talk about their deeper feelings. I've been a bit all over the place. So that's maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, I have been over this time, all over the place. If you feel all over the place, or your emotions have been all over the place, one day's happy, the next day is a bit sad, the next day is stressed. You're feeling many different emotions, and maybe it's confusing. Maybe it's a lot of stress, and then you feel a bit relaxed, and then you're stressed again, and then you're tired, and then you're upset. You have lots and lots of emotions, and they're all very different, positive and negative. So to be honest, I've been a bit all over the place.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
Nothing major has happened, but lots of little things that have been getting under my skin. So nothing major has happened, but lots of little things have been getting under my skin. So Kat asked, what happened? Maybe there was one big problem that caused me to be stressed, but nothing major has happened. Nothing major means no big problems or things have happened. Nothing major, something major. If you hear something major happened at work, that means there was quite a big incident or quite a big event. But actually, nothing major has happened. So I didn't lose my job. I didn't get in an argument with my friend or crash my car. Nothing major, but lots of little things. Lots of little annoying things. Lots of small problems. Lots of little incidents. Lots of little things have been getting under my skin. Under my skin. This is not literally. It's not like a needle that goes under your skin. If something gets under your skin, it annoys you. And it's been getting. So I'm still feeling annoyed and frustrated now. And again, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They have been getting under my skin. They are slowly annoying me or frustrating me. And there's one, then there's two, then there's three things, then there's four little things. Maybe a noise gets under my skin, or maybe you have a colleague who eats food with their mouth open. That gets under my skin. So if something's annoying or frustrating, it gets under your skin. So nothing major has happened, but lots of little things have been getting under my skin.
Oh no, like what?
Work's been dragging on, the weather's been miserable, and I've just been feeling a bit run down. So work's been dragging on, the weather's been miserable, and I've just been feeling a bit run down. So again, I'm talking about this week for several days. Work's been dragging on. That's work has been dragging on. So my work, my job's been dragging on. It's been very boring, or it's been frustrating. Maybe I'm trying to do work, but there's lots of obstacles or blockers with my colleagues or my clients, and it's taking a long time and it's not very fun. It's been dragging on. It's been taking ages. The weather's been miserable. So again, the weather's been miserable. This is maybe more common in Britain, in British English. If it's rainy, it's cold, it's windy, it's not nice to be outside, the weather's miserable. But you might open the curtains and say, oh, it's miserable outside today. Or if it's raining, it's miserable outside. And again, through the week, it's been miserable so many days in a row. And I've just been feeling a bit run down. Again, I've just been feeling a bit run down. If I feel run down, I am run down, I've been feeling run down, I'm running out of energy. When I wake up, I still feel a bit tired. When I'm at work, I don't have the energy to do my work very quickly. And maybe when I finish work, I'm still tired. Maybe at the weekend, I'm also tired because I'm run down. So if I'm run down, that means I'm really quite exhausted and I could probably use a break. So work's been dragging on, the weather's been miserable, and I've just been feeling a bit run down.
I totally feel you.
Yeah, I know I'm probably just whinging, but I'm just a bit fed up and need to get it off my chest and have a proper reset. So I know I'm probably just whinging, but I'm just a bit fed up and need to get it off my chest and have a proper reset. So I know I'm probably just whinging. I'm whinging. To whinge is to complain. Earlier, Kat said to vent, to complain and talk about the things that annoy you, which helps you feel less stressed. I'm whinging. Whinging isn't very sympathetic. Like a kid whinges. They're like, oh, I don't like broccoli. I want chicken nuggets. You're like, oh, stop whinging. And I think in the UK, we like to complain, but sometimes you might feel a bit guilty or embarrassed that you're talking about so many problems. And it's not fun for the other person to listen to. So I know I'm probably just whinging, but I'm just a bit fed up. We said this in the intro. Fed up. Just a bit fed up. I am fed up. Now means I'm tired of work. I want it to stop. I have had enough. I'm tired. I'm fed up. I'm annoyed. I'm over it. I don't want to do it. I need to get it off my chest. Earlier, again, Kat said to vent. I need to get it off my chest. The stress and the problems might feel like a weight on your shoulders or a weight on your chest. It's harder to do everything because you feel like you have this weight. Maybe it's even hard to breathe because it's on your chest. When I could talk about it, when I talk through it with a friend, it feels lighter. I feel like the problem isn't so bad. and it's off my chest. So when you complain, you talk about something bad or sad in your life, you can get it off your chest and you might feel better because you talked about it. And I need to have a proper reset. A proper reset. Proper is a real, serious, good one. And a reset just sounds like a break. I need a proper break. I need a proper rest. I need a proper reset. So I know I'm just... bleh. So I know I'm probably just whinging, but I'm just a bit fed up and I need to get it off my chest and have a proper reset.
Yeah, that sounds like it would really help.
Yeah, I'm hoping a quiet weekend and a decent night's sleep will sort me out. I'm hoping a quiet weekend and a decent night's sleep will sort me out. So I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking and I'm feeling right now. I'm hoping maybe now or maybe next week or in the near future, I'm hoping a quiet weekend. So maybe a weekend at home, just relaxing. And a decent night's sleep. A decent night's sleep is a really good one. A decent night's sleep would be resting really well, sleeping for 8, 9 or 10 hours and feeling rested when you wake up. That's a decent night's sleep. And I'm hoping that will sort me out. Sort me out. It will fix it. It will stop me feeling stressed, stop me feeling upset, stop me feeling annoyed. I will be back to 100%. It will sort me out. It will fix my problems. So I'm hoping a quiet weekend and a decent night's sleep will sort me out.
All right. So thank you so much for listening today, high level listeners. Hopefully, this helped you with talking about emotions in English in a more natural and honest way.
Yeah, absolutely. Real life isn't always perfect. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed, run down, fed up, or proud of yourself for getting through a week. Maybe you need to get it off your chest or vent. These phrases will all help you talk about it in natural English.
And if you want to keep learning useful everyday vocabulary, check out My Year of English Vocabulary, our ebook with over 2,400 real words and phrases, so you can feel confident in your daily life English and understand more of what native English speakers are really saying about their real lives. You'll find the link in the description below, along with lots more study materials from High Level Listening.
Yes, we'd also love to hear from you. How have you been feeling lately? Good or bad? Has it been calm? Has it been stressful, exciting? Has it been all over the place? Let us know in the comments. We read and reply to every single one.
And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed learning American and British English with us together.
Right, thanks for listening. We'll see you very soon for another episode on High Level Listening. Bye-bye.